Hello everyone. Welcome to iExam B. My name is Nidhi Sharma and I am your Faculty of Economics. In this video, we are going to discuss about a very important concept which is related to consumer behavior analysis. So, before moving on to the concept, I would like to just take you through the courses that we offer. And yes, our pedagogy is something which is really very student friendly and can help you in cracking your exam very well. Also, the topic that we are going to discuss in this session is something related to cardinal utility analysis approach. Yes, the Marshallian approach to cardinal utility analysis. Now, we know that Marshall gave us the cardinal approach to utility analysis. Well and good. Utility can be measured in absolute numbers, and this is a prime feature of the cardinal utility analysis. But what we are going to focus in this session is that can we derive the demand curve with the help of the Marshallian approach of cardinal utility analysis? That's what we are going to explore in this session. So, I would like to first tell you that suppose a consumer is consuming one commodity. Okay. So if the consumer is consuming one commodity, then his equilibrium condition in one good case, according to the cardinal approach, becomes marginal utility of money is equal to marginal utility derived from consumption of good X divided by the price of good X. Okay. So this is what we call as the equilibrium condition of a consumer for a single good case when the consumer is consuming only one good case. Okay. Now I will just make some arrangements here. Let me take this px on the left hand side and let me bring the marginal utility of money on the right hand side. So my equation becomes px is equals to mux divided by mum. Okay. Okay. Now, here one important thing I have to understand. Marshall assumed a few things for the cardinal approach to hold true. And there he assumed that the marginal utility of money will be constant. Okay. Marginal utility of money will be constant. That means 1 unit addition or 1 unit change in the amount of money would be the marginal utility derived from that 1 unit change in money would be all constant. So if this marginal utility of money is constant, then I can denote it as lambda to just keep my equation simple. I'm denoting it as lambda. Well, very nice. Now, I told you that we are going to derive the demand curves. How can we derive that? Let's move on to that part. Let us suppose that price of commodity X has increased. Okay. Price of commodity X has increased. That means PX is now higher. Now, when PX increases, what can I tell about this equation? Here we were having an equal to symbol, but now this will become something like this. This will become an inequality symbol, MUX divided by lambda. That means my left hand side is more than the right hand side. That's what I can see because PX has increased. Now, how can I restore this equality? Suppose I want to restore the equality between the left hand side and the right hand side, then what can I do? I need to change or I need to do something with the right hand side variables. So in the right hand side, I have two variables. One is marginal utility of X and the other one is lambda, that is marginal utility of money. But just now I told you that by assumption, Marshall assumed that marginal utility of money will be constant. That means lambda will be constant. So according to this assumption, we cannot change lambda because by assumption it is constant. So the only thing, the only instrument that we have that we can vary is marginal utility of X. Okay, marginal utility of X. That means in order to bring an equal to symbol here, in order to bring an equality between the left hand side and the right hand side, I need to increase the marginal utility of X. Okay, so my objective is to increase MUX. Now the question arises, how can I increase the marginal utility of commodity X? So let me bring an important concept in front of you. Marshall, in his cardinal utility analysis, he told that when we consume more and more of a commodity, more units of a commodity, then the marginal utility derived from that commodity goes on declining, which is very famously called as law of diminishing marginal utility. Law of diminishing marginal utility. Law of diminishing marginal utility. Now, this law is also called as Gauss's first law. Okay, this is also known as Gauss's first law. What does law of diminishing marginal utility tells us? That if we increase the consumption of Q of X, then your MUX goes on declining. Okay, that's why we get a downward sloping MUX curve. MUX is downward sloping. Now, getting back to my objective is to increase the marginal utility of X. So, if I consume more of commodity X, then my marginal utility of X will fall. That won't help me. So, in order to increase the MUX, I have to reduce my consumption of Q of X. That means when I reduce the consumption of quantity of X, then the MUX increases. MUX increases. Thus, when the price of X increases, when P of X increases, then MUX must also increase, and this can only happen when Q of X decreases. When Q of X decreases. So, thus, with this, I can say that when price of X increases, then quantity demanded of X decreases. Okay. And when quantity demanded of X will increase, only then MUX will increase. That's why. Now, I have not a single time told you or took the name of law of demand. But you can see this relationship that we have derived using the cardinal approach of diminishing marginal utility. This confirms us the law of demand. That means there is an inverse relationship between the price of a commodity and its quantity demanded. Okay. So this is what this is a short trick, short technique that we use for deriving the demand in case of cardinal approach to utility analysis. I'll come up with some more videos related to microeconomics very soon. So stay tuned to our channel. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and also for your information, we are ongoing a Azadi sale for the celebration of Independence Day, where you're getting flat 55% off on all courses. Please note this offer is valid only from 13th to 17th of August. You can please contact us in case of any query. Thank you all. Thank you so much for joining in. I'll see you soon in some other video. Thank you.